Right then, welcome back. If you're new to the channel, thanks for tuning in. I just thought we'd have a quick look at this. So this is the Veto Pro Pac TP3. I've set this up as a little grab bag, so if I've got any call outs, sort of smallish call outs, this setup here usually gets me by, to be fair. As you can see, it's quite well loaded up. There's a lot of tools sort of stuffed in here, and that is what I tend to do. So whatever bag I've got, I tend to just stuff it full of tools, which is why I'm using the TP3. There's only so much stuff I can put in here, but it still holds a lot. So I've got quite a few other Vetos. I've got the Tech Pack, MCT, MB2, quite a few others, but I'm liking this one at the moment. This one's serving me well, so I thought we'd have a quick look, a quick run through of what's in the bag. So I'll stand it up there for a minute. If we start at the, well, there you go. So this is the first problem with this bag, by the way. So I've got the TP3, which if you look on there, there's not a hard base on there, so you have got to be careful how you stand this up, otherwise it will just fall over like that and all your tools will fall over. Obviously now you can get what's called the TP3B, which has got a hard base, so you don't have that problem anymore. I'll probably end up upgrading, to be honest, but I just haven't got around to it at the moment. So let's have a look. We'll start from the front and work our way back. So I've got in there a Fluke T5 600 tester. It's just a basic tester, this one. So it literally is check volts, amp draw, continuity, nothing fancy. You can't read sort of mega low resistances, so it's just a basic meter. In there we've got these Milwaukee scissors. So I don't know if you can see there, they've got like a serrated edge. Really good these are if you've got to cut things like filter media, which I do. If you're doing like fan coil maintenance or perhaps HRV units, Losnay units, really good for cutting filter media. In there we've got an 8mm nut spinner, so really handy for getting the screws off outdoor unit casings. That one's by Weira. And then I've also got one of these. So this is a Weira Speed Zyklop. If you haven't seen one of these before, these are really good bits of kit. So you can change the angle like so. You've got forward and reverse by that wheel there, and it's just super quick. If you hold this little black thing here, you'll see that spins round. It's a ratchet, so obviously when you're ratcheting your fixings on and off and holding this, it's super quick. So yeah, it's really good, that is. Obviously you can put on there as well socket bits, whatever socket bits you want can go on there. Super good. Light, Unilight IL275R. Again, this is a really good torch. So magnetic base, and you'll see it will move, so you can angle your torch. There's a clip on the back there. There's your on off. You've also got a torch on the end of there. That's where you charge it up there. Yeah, that's a super light, that one. I know Unilight have now brought out their new range of inspection lights, which look even better, so well worth checking them out. That's from Unilight. We've also got an extension, and that's for that Speed Zyklop there. So I'll put that extension on if I need to put like the 8mm or 10mm bit on to get to something. Next one back we've got, so these are by Nipex, and these are Pliers wrench. I'm sure you've all seen these. These ones, the 250 version. I love these things. I wouldn't say they replace an adjustable spanner. Well, they probably do. They probably do replace an adjustable spanner, to be fair. You'll see there, look, as you pull the handle back and forward, it sort of opens and closes the jaws and then locks on. So super quick turning ability. Just absolutely brilliant bit of kit this is. These go all the way up to 52mm or 2-inch. Like I say, that's the 250 version. Love them. So then in the back, more Knipex. So I'm pretty sure you're all familiar with these as well. Knipex Cobras. Again, these are the 250mm version. One of the best grips, in my opinion, that you can get. Love them. They're pretty clean then, because they only get light use in this bag, to be fair. I've got a few other pairs that have had some hammer, and they're still really good. Again, something else from Knipex. So there's the number on this one. So this is a long nose plier, or a needle nose plier, but it's got a few other functions. So you'll see in there you can strip 1.5 and 2 5mm cable. It's also got a side cutter function. Obviously it's a long nose plier as well. Yeah, so that's really good. If you look there as well, it's got a crimping function, so you can crimp ferrules just there. So yeah, really good. I like the tools that you can do more than one thing with, so super handy they are. In here I've got, so again, these are by Wearer, and these are stainless steel. I think I've got a PH1 5.5mm flat bit, and then or slotted, and then a 3.5 flat bit or slotted. So they also sit in there. And if you look in this pocket here, panel key. This one's by Knipex. So a few different ends on this one. Obviously we all have to go into control panels, so yeah, really good key, this one. It's also got there a radiator bleed on the side, and it does, I'm trying to do this with one hand, but it does fold up. There you go, like that. So not the cheapest, but because it's not the cheapest, I'm hoping they'll look after it a bit better and don't lose it. Yeah, it's really good, to be fair. That. Now, a couple of micro drivers. So I've got a PH1, and then I've got a 3.5mm. Now, if you haven't used these, I strongly recommend you check these out. Pico Finish by Wear. So try and get the camera to focus. Obviously the end spins around, but you'll see on there the slight chamfer as well on these. Super nice texture on these as well. These are a really good driver. Don't always use micro drivers, but like I say, I've got a PH1 and a 3.5mm in there. Really good drivers, well worth checking them out. So they sit in there. Just sitting in the D-ring there, I've got these. So Knipex, these are called Super Nips. And there's the number on them if you want the number. So these are flush cut side cutters. So basically, them there will cut a cable tie flush, so you're not going to catch your finger or your hand or cut yourself to bits. I think everybody should own a pair of them, to be fair. Really good. In the side there, we've got a backhoe, adjustable spanner, slimline on there. Again, backhoe, probably the best in the game for adjustable spanners, in my opinion. Also in here, I don't know if you guys have seen these, but these are from Knipex. Probably one of the smallest pairs of grips you will come across. Little miniature Cobras. I've actually used these on a few occasions, and they're quite handy. I usually stick these in my pocket, to be fair. I sit in there. What else we got? So let's have a look in this front flap. So in the front flap, we've got a Testo 115 pipe temperature clamp. So this is from their Smart Probe range, obviously. That just hooks onto there. And then in here, I don't know whether you guys have seen these before. If you follow me on Instagram, you've probably seen me bang on about these before. So let's just have a look at this one. So basically this is a valve style adapter. You'll put your gauge, your manifold hose or line onto there, and then that bit there, you'll hook that onto your system. Basically you'll then turn that wheel there, and it will depress that plunger there, which will depress the shrouder, and sort of let the refrigerant go through there. Once you're finished, you just wind that back up, and then when you take that off the system, you're not going to lose any refrigerant. It's just going to stay in the line. These are just cheap Chinese ones. I think these are off eBay for about £5. I only use these for quick checks with this thing here. So that's the Testo 549i. That's the pressure smart probe. So I'll use that with that just to do a quick check on the system if I need to. Always spray these, and they've never leaked yet. I have put pressure in them just to test them. Still didn't leak, so I'm pretty satisfied. I've had these a couple of years at least. Like I say, for £5, they were worth a punt. So yeah, they go on there. In the side, we've got the Red Bull Racing Wearer, and this is the driver with all the bits in the handle. So that one's super handy. That sits in the side. Also in the side there, we've got these Wearer hex T handles. So I've got a 2.5 and a 3mm, and they are for if I have to get the fan scrolls or fans out of wall mounted units. It's usually a 2.5 and a 3mm grub screw if it's not a Phillips bit, so I keep them in there. In there I've got a loft hatch key. If you got to get in the ceiling, drop down a loft hatch. It's just a cheap plastic one there that I keep in there. On the side on that D-ring, you'll see there's a lock off kit. So you should always be locking off your isolators and following safe isolation before you work on any kit. Now you can also store things in the handle. So in here at the moment I've got one of these Wearer long reach drivers, just because I did a job recently where I needed one, so I stuck it in the handle. It doesn't usually sit in there, but it's in there at the moment. I'll just get that out. The other thing that does usually sit in here is this. So this is from Klein Tools, and it's a voltage tester or indicator, and it's an infrared thermometer. So if we press that, you'll see there it's going to tell you the temperature, and it's also a voltage indicator as well. Pretty good. It's not the most accurate thermometer in the world, because you'll see there, look, distance to spot ratio 4:1, but it's perfect for what I need it for, to be fair. The only thing is the clip, it used to have a clip on there, like a belt clip, that's snapped off, to be fair, but other than that, that's been bang on, and I use that all the time, to be fair. So there you go, all that kit there, that all sits in that little TP3. Brilliant bag. And like I say, the only thing I would swap is I'd probably get the TP3B with a hard base, just so it doesn't fall over. But other than that, it's working really well, to be fair. As a grab bag, there's quite a selection of tools there, so it covers a lot of call outs and saves me lugging the bigger bags if I've got to travel pretty far from the truck. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave it there. Just a quick look at the bag. So thank you for watching again. Yeah, if you can hit the like, subscribe, hit the little bell icon if you want to be notified when the next video lands. Much appreciated for watching, and I will catch you guys on the next one.